On Judgment Day, will God ask why you worshipped on Sunday? Imagine standing before God on Judgment Day. What if he asks you, why did you worship on Sunday instead of my Sabbath? Will you be able to justify your answer with Scripture? Or will you realize too late that you followed man-made traditions instead of God's commandments? This is a question every believer must consider. The Bible clearly outlines the day God set apart for worship, but the world has been deceived into following another day. Will worship be a key issue on Judgment Day? The Bible teaches that worship and obedience are central issues in the last days. Revelation 14, 6-7. Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. Ecclesiastes 12, 13-14. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment. Revelation 22:14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. The Bible is clear. Obedience to God's commandments matters. This includes the fourth commandment, God's Sabbath. The question is, will your day of worship be part of God's final judgment? The Sabbath, God's test of obedience. From the very beginning, God established one day as his holy day of worship. Genesis 2, 2-3. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. Exodus 20, 8-11. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God, wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Isaiah 66, 22-23. From one Sabbath to another shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. Nowhere in the Bible does God bless, sanctify, or command worship on Sunday. So why do billions of Christians follow Sunday worship instead of the biblical Sabbath? Who changed the Sabbath? If God never changed the Sabbath, then who did? The Catholic Church openly admits it changed the Sabbath. The Catholic Record, September 1st, 1923. Sunday is our mark of authority. The Church is above the Bible, and this transference of Sabbath observance is proof of that fact. The Convert's Catechism of Catholic Doctrine, 1957, passes 50. Q. Which is the Sabbath day? A. Saturday is the Sabbath day. Q. Why do we observe Sunday instead of Saturday? A. We observe Sunday instead of Saturday because the Catholic Church transferred the solemnity from Saturday to Sunday. Cardinal Gibbons, Faith of Our Fathers, page 89. You may read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, and you will not find a single line authorizing the sanctification of Sunday. The Scriptures enforce the religious observance of Saturday. Priest T. Enright, Catholic Mirror, 1893. The Catholic Church, by virtue of her divine mission, changed the day from Saturday to Sunday. Sunday worship is not from God. It is a tradition of man, enforced by religious institutions. So, on Judgment Day, when God asks why you followed man's traditions instead of his law, what will your answer be? Sunday worship will be the final test. The Bible warns that a time is coming when Sunday worship will be enforced by law. Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. Revelation 13:15-16. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads, Revelation 14:12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Sunday worship will become a test of loyalty in the last days. Will you choose to follow God's law or man's law? A challenge to skeptics and non-believers. If you believe Sunday worship is biblical, prove it. Here's your challenge. Find one verse where Jesus changed the Sabbath to Sunday. Show one command from Jesus or the apostles instructing Sunday worship. Prove from Scripture that God replaced the seventh-day Sabbath with Sunday. You won't find it because it doesn't exist. Sunday worship is a man-made tradition, not a biblical commandment. So why do billions follow it? Final call to action. The truth is out. On Judgment Day, will God ask why you worshipped on Sunday? Now, you have a choice. Follow God's commandments or follow man's traditions. Seek biblical truth or accept religious deception. If this video opened your eyes, don't stay silent. Like, share, and comment below. Let's wake up the world before it's too late.